Hello, Scorpio. Welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I am Nicole. Scorpio, different background, right? Very odd compared to my norm. And so, long story short, for those of you who've been with me for a while, yet another back injury. Had to make some adjustments, move myself around, find another space, the whole thing, to accommodate my craziness. So here we are. I will say too, in the coming weeks, you're going to see a lot of things starting to change. Bear with me through a transition, as I've got some stuff going on outside of this, and we will address those things hopefully in the next week or so you'll know what's going on. But it's going to make life on the channel much easier, and just transitions. It's a good thing though. So I'm looking forward to that. So it's been a little quiet this week coming from me, and I apologize. Scorpio, this is going to be your weekend reading. Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus cross watcher. If that's you, welcome to the channel as well. Discern the messages accordingly. The dog is drinking her water. She hasn't touched it in hours, but now we will. So there you go. All right, Scorpio, I don't even think I'm going to break this weekend reading down into the days so much as just the energy and the overall scheme of things as to what you need to be aware of. And we'll go from there. Okay, so with that, thank you to everybody who's liked, shared, subscribed, commented, those of you that have booked personal reads, who have made donations to the channel, who have been so loving and supportive of all things. I appreciate you. All signs for the month of February are out. If you're interested in viewing those are listed on the channel as well. Scorpio, focus and wishing. Spirit, waiting for your ships to come in, Scorpio. Let's see what's going on this weekend for Scorpio, please, Spirit. And happy Valentine's Day, Scorpio. Happy Valentine's Day with love. Belonging. Some of you could be moving. Some of you could be spending some time at home. Some of you could be focused on home, family, creative endeavors, pursuits of what is, Spirit is saying, much more comfortable for you. Do know, they're also saying with that need of comfort could be some growing pains as well. So be aware of that energy. Who knows what that looks like? All right, Spirit. Risk. Scorpio, you're ready to take a leap of faith here on something, messages. You could spend this weekend going through a lot of emails, people, communications, conversations. Some of you experiencing travel. Some of you wishing you had a time out as well. And again, I'm going to repeat this. What was about a month ago, I said, Scorpio, get your rest. You're going to need it. Well, I think that things are starting to pick up speed here, Scorps. I think you're finalizing details to some things as well. The Devil card in this deck, Chaos. Spirit is saying somebody, this is going to be very specific for somebody. Somebody could be dealing with somebody with alcoholic tendencies as well. Don't know where that just came from, but other than Spirit, so there's that. I do feel like you may be trying to master your emotions this weekend. I do feel like there are a lot of things going on around you at the same time. This Chaos card, it's got the tornado on it, so there's a lot of things that are, it's kind of like you're in the eye of the storm again, Scorpio. And time's going to tell how these things play out, but I do feel like with these two nines here, the number 99, the number 9 in general could be of significance for you, but most importantly, I think here, Scorpio, is the end of finalizing aspects of details, aspects of yourself, understanding certain things, waiting for certain things to finally come to an end that you've been waiting on for some time. This Devil card, not quite sure what I want to do with that. You can kind of feel like there are things around you that are soul grabbing. Spirit, some of you could feel like the world around you is devouring you, right? So it could be a lot of Spirit's calling it social pressures right now going on for you as well. So we'll see what else comes up here. All right, Spirit, for risk for Scorpio this weekend, the 14th through the 16th, please. Mirror. Oh, what tried to come out here? Crown and Sunset. Scorpio, you know, with this full moon that we just had in Leo, you could kind of feel like you're burying parts of your past, a part of your past self. For some of you, it may feel like somebody is reflecting back to you some things that you maybe thought had come to an end. You took a risk on something or someone. It wasn't quite as magical as you would have liked for it to be. This to me feels like almost like you were trying to reconnect with somebody, trying to show your value and your worth to a particular person or situation, thinking that maybe because of a certain interaction you had with somebody, something had changed for the better, for the long run. Curious in nature, Scorpio, to determine if things were going to play out differently. This could be dealing with a father wound as well. Finances. You know, in the past, I don't know if this is a family situation or whatever this might be. In the past, you could have really had someone in your life who let you down financially, who used it as a form of manipulation, who, I don't know, they just didn't show up in their best selves when it came to work, success, whatnot. Some of you could be having a father wound reopened somehow here. So this could be in any relation to any masculine sorts of energies right now. Thinking that you had been broken free from a situation. It was an opportunity to start anew, only to find that the things that make you feel like you want to give up when it came to this situation still exist. I hope that's making sense the way I'm explaining that for all of you. Spirit, see, hope. I think you did. I think you had hope in a situation that somebody was going to show up differently, do differently. Spirit, they're just as guarded as they were ever before. So whoever this person is to you, I don't know. But it does feel like it's got to deal with pride and prestige, Spirit is saying. Scorpios, the moral of the story to this, though, is Spirit's wanting you to know that you're going to be successful in whatever this is. Maybe things didn't quite turn out the way that you thought they would. There's been some sort of, I think it's an emotional obstacle, Scorpio, as I say that, the Two of Pentacles, that has kind of come out in the balance in the Two of Swords. You know, balancing your emotions, balancing your money, balancing your thought process, oh my God, thinking, if I could talk today, thinking, Queen of Swords, that you had some pure direction if you approached a situation as to how this was going to go. Somebody else could be playing on your emotions, and it's becoming a little bit of a balancing act. As I say that, there comes the Hangman. On your perception of this is like you're still recognizing that there's some sort of suffering going on internally for you when it comes to a person or a situation, that it's almost trying to be submissive. Some of you could feel like you're walking on eggshells a little bit, but still it's almost like, Scorpio, you have your own little bubble, your own little world. In the same breath, you're having to deal with these things outside of you. We talk about it all the time, right? This chaos card, everything's floating around in that funnel cloud, and you're just kind of in the center of it all. And I think in your own lane, in your own space, you are recognizing a lot of things about a particular situation. You're still feeling guided. You're still feeling like you need to keep moving forward. You still need to just chew on the things as they come, you know, and remember, kind of questioning if you still need to protect yourself when it comes to a particular situation. You probably do. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, you probably do need to be mindful of the conditions that have always been preset in a certain way of life. When it comes to this particular situation or person, they could have always seemed to be very distant, very self-absorbed, very much about them. And that's probably why you distanced yourself to begin with. It's remembering, it's going back into this planning phase, this Hangman phase, kind of hanging out and sitting with it, understanding the growth of the situation for you. There will be a period here, Scorpio, as you persevere through these challenges. There's another Bless you, Scorpio, right? Like, there is another level of healing here that is needing to happen. And it's basically like if somebody has counted you out and down or said to you, you know, you couldn't do it without me, all of these things, you're moving forward with great fortitude and strength, and you're doing all the things that you need to do. But there is yet another layer, right? I talk about the onion all the time, the layer of the onions, another layer of this. And I think what you don't recognize is in 12 months with this hangman, you're really going to finally be free of something. But it's like during that 12-month period, needing to check in with yourself, going, how am I handling this? 8 months out, look how far I've come. I'm almost there. And that 4 and that 8 is 12, Scorpio. 13th month, death card, there you are. Where now it's like you're not needing this. Remember I said to you back some time ago, Scorpio, you're not going to be able to do this alone. Whatever this was, this next journey meant you're going to have to lean in and rely on some people. Spirit is addressing the fact that in that leaning and relying on other people, it's not taking away your ability to move forward. It's learning about the types of people you choose to collaborate with in the future. Some of you could have had, Spirit is called having your hands tied behind your back, or in a situation where you've had to kind of invest into something that you maybe didn't really want to do it a specific way. It didn't quite turn out the way you hoped that it would, but you knew in order to get to this next level, it was going to require somebody else's participation in some way. So this could be institutions, this could be family, this could be a lover, this could be your children, right? It could be lots and lots of things. But understand that you taking this risk is setting you up for long-term success. You're realizing that your complicated dynamic with something or somebody that you had hoped to heal, they have healed some parts of themselves, but not in the way of your relationship with them. I hope that's making sense. Like, they could have made some changes, they could have made better decisions. However, when it comes to you and your situational dynamic to them, they still kind of skip out on the duties and the responsibilities of something, right? It's kind of like hair trigger kind of thing, like, yeah, I can do this, but then almost instant regret that they agreed to do somebody wanting to say, yeah, I'll help you, Scorpio, as long as it only takes me 2 seconds and I don't have to invest. Somebody still doesn't understand the investment part of commitment, Scorps, and I think you've learned about that investment part. So you were hoping that when they said yes to something or agreed to something, that meant they were changing, and that's not always the case, right? So they have learned some lessons, but not in the totality of the growth in which you've had. Okay, so I hope that's addressing things accordingly for you. This message card for Scorpio this weekend, Spirit, we need to finalize the details. Guard. What else? You're learning some new things here, Scorpio. Be careful who you share certain details with right now. Suspicion, see, vigilance. Scorpio, will you ever have a reading, ever, where someone is not being a shithead? Just curious. Spirit, one, the best revenge that you will ever have is the revenge that you do by working on yourself. I want you to understand that. Not walking into something out of vengeance, but walking into something because it's like I tell people all the time. People tell me, no, watch me succeed, watch me do X, Y, and Z, right? Using whatever negative energy is being thrown your way, Scorpio, and you being your normal Scorpio self to transmute that energy to something positive and powerful. But you're also going to want to be careful about who you're saying what to, because it's like a two-sided situation, Scorpio, with whoever or whatever this is that you're dealing with under this messages card. They have you could have had a conversation in the past with somebody that kind of gave prelude to what you anticipated doing or what you were going to do. So they may have some idea as to what's going on, but there's no concrete proof of the same. Something's coming up here. And I just said to you, watch what you say. There it is. Silence and wisdom. You have learned when to keep your mouth shut. Do what you need to do. Keep your nose down. Stay in your lane, Scorps. Because you know how something may play out here. Be aware. Also be careful of people who tend to kind of sort of shut you out at this time. You're like, what did I do to you? Like, I ain't heard from you. I ain't talked to you. Like, why are you being weird, right? Scorpio, sit back and observe. And I feel like I say that on repeat. Like, I could record myself and just, here you go, Scorpio. Here's the side message today. You're going to want to pay attention to what people are doing versus what they're saying. Are they empty threats? Are they fear tactics? Are they just trying to be argumentative, or do they actually take action on what they say they're going to do? So you're really, really going to want to be an observer and understand that you being an observer is another form of communication, right? You're taking in the information, even in the silence, and paying attention to that. Let's see here. I feel like there's more to this silence card, though. What is this, Spirit, for Scorpio this weekend? Curiosity and law. Data. What is this? Scorpio, you got a couple things happening here. Either way, you've got the green light to go on something here, okay? Whether or not you share that is another story, or what you need to share. A lot of Queen of Swords kind of energy here. There's a lot of swords, temperance. The Fool again. That risk card and the Fool are the same thing, basically. You're strategizing and you're planning. Whatever you're doing, Scorpio, is very much for the sake of balance. So you're envisioning a world where healing can take place. You're ready to move into a new forward step. You're back. Like I said to you, you need to watch people's words and actions. Are they matching, right? For you, it's like you're backing up what you said you were going to do via this healing. You're backing up your word, and you're looking at this with a new set of eyes and going, I know nothing, but yet I know everything at the same time. 10 of Pentacles, Scorpio. Knight of Cups. Some of you, it's Valentine's Day, I'm going to say it, right? 10 of Cups on the bottom. Somebody could be proposing. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius. You got Leo and Pisces here as well. Doesn't have to be. Knight of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. I do feel like somebody else is coming in to make some kind of commitment. This guard, this clown, and this silence card too, Scorpio. The sun behind that, holy shit, the moon. There's two sides to every story, Scorpio. That's what I'm hearing with that. This is highly likely. You're going to want to protect whatever you're building, family, home, job, school, whatever. You're going to want to protect this. Don't say a whole lot. Let your actions be the thing that puts what is going on for you on display. I feel like with that, this chaos card, Scorpio, is you bringing a tower moment in for others as well, because it's like in the middle of the craziness outside of you, in the middle of everybody living their own life, but yet nebbing into others and just kind of, I'm going to call it like, Scorpio, it's almost like you've gotten forgotten about somehow, whatever that means. I don't know, but it's like you've gotten forgotten about by somebody. You may just be like a side energy piece to someone else's life or circumstances, and the whole time that you've been ignored, basically, you've been working on something pretty big. So this could be school, family, home, job, whatever. You've been working on backing up everything you ever said. All the right places, all the right times. What is that? There's a song though. Was it All the Right Moves? Oh yeah, we're going down. I can hear the tune and I don't know the words. I really don't know that song, but I've heard it a time or two. Oh yeah, we're going down. I don't know. Check. I need to write that down because I don't even know what that is. Hold on. All the right moves. Oh yeah, we're going down. I don't know, but I'm gonna look it up and I'll stick it in the comments section once the video posts. Honest Scorpio, you are definitely building on something here that's going to be of an importance. You guys are going to be a long distance memory for somebody or some situation. And I'm going to tell you too, for some of you, job wise, I don't think you quite have, I think a lot of you are going to end up with a job change of sorts. So whether this is a position or if this is just you leaving something that has served its purpose for you, you may start to see that there's another way. Spirit is saying you may feel like it's a very risky move to make, is to leave something behind. I feel like by midsummer, that decision's going to be made. You may just have lost interest in it. You may not, it may not be cohesive to the life that you're building and creating. I do think some of you are going to hang on to it because that's what Scorpio does. We hang on to things until we can't stand it anymore. But it's very likely you're going to hang on to whatever this is. You could be signing contracts with this law card, curiosity, learning more about the guidelines and regulations of something as well. Waiting on word. Scorpio, hold on a minute here. Something just caught my attention. Spirit just said play with fierceness, but don't let it invoke you. I don't quite know what that means, but somebody's, okay, for some of you, somebody really thought that they could keep you quiet, that they could basically muzzle you, that a look alone would be threatening enough, or a word of something. They may overtalk you. They may put you down. They may say that your opinion doesn't matter. I don't like the eyes. That's what caught my attention. I don't like the eyes. They're very, I don't know, what is this about? What are these eyes about, Spirit? Three of Pentacles. Spirit, as if you've never been taken seriously before. Three of Pentacles, Three of Cups. Scorpio, whoever you were dealing with or are dealing with, Five of Swords, the Emperor. What do I want to... You guys have a lot going on right now. A whole lot going on. What is this? The Devil. Page of Wands. What do they call that when... we'll call it a premature celebration. That's what I'm going to call it, a premature celebration of sorts. Scorpio, somebody looks at you in a very condescending manner. You could have to have communication with this person and they turn it into a toxic game, right? Where they don't get to let you tell a story or tell your truth. They try to block that. Yeah, they try to take, This is someone who's tried to take your independence away from you, Scorpio. Could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius as well. This Capricorn energy, I just feel like that's the energy that they're in. I don't feel like that's the person necessarily. Could be, but I don't think so. They've tried to take they've tried to take away your independence. They've tried to make you less human than them. King of Swords, Eight of Swords, Six of Swords. The truth. The truth. Scorps, you're going to make them turn around and look again, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. You're going to make them turn around and look again. I don't know what they're looking at here, but what is this about? I don't know. This is turning into something else. Scorpio, I said to you, you're creating a tower here for somebody else, and this is exactly whoever had a premature celebration to something. And this is Scorpio. No, this isn't you. You're showing a very powerful, dignified side to who you are. And this, like, whatever you, I don't care if you're getting a certain job. Like, maybe as a kid you wanted to be a doctor. Now all of a sudden you pass your test and you're becoming a doctor. I don't care what this is. Like, anything that everybody always told you you could not accomplish, you made the great decision to do whatever it took to get you to where you needed to go. You went through the chaos. You're diving through old parts of yourself. You're embracing the madness and the chaos that comes with unraveling years of just craziness. And with that, like, this alone unravels somebody else's timeline. And I've seen this kind of a little bit of a repeat message for you. The other side coexist. You know, as much as someone tried to silence you, Scorpio, there's something about they can't see you. They can't see you anymore. They can't acknowledge you anymore. They don't get to peer into your life anymore. They don't get to have at you anymore. Whatever that looks like. Some of you are dealing with very crazy people. Like, I don't even know how else to explain that one. It's like David and Goliath, right? Like, you're beneath me, Scorpio. You're not as good as me. And when I talk about those masculine wounds, right, Scorps, father wounds, perhaps, that could be any person that you put into an authoritative position above you where they were going to restrict how you were going to live, how you were going to do anything. They're going to have to concede. Like, the concession is coming. They need to concede. Miss you. I don't care if this person, this could even be so much as an abusive person who has tried to derail every bit of success you ever had. They want every part of you. Why this is coming up this weekend, Spirit, in the next 4 weeks, Scorpio specifically, you're going to see small details to this play out. You're going to be able to walk this path alone again. And when I say alone again, it's away from these types of situations where you've had to walk in caution. You had to protect all parts of yourself where you felt like you were most vulnerable. Somebody could be telepathically trying to reach out to you as well if you no longer have contact with them. Greed, intuition, like, they could play. If you have, I'm not going to call them spiritual gifts. We all can do what I do. That's just all there is to it. But if you have developed this side of yourself and you could be a reader, you could work in energy work, you could do all of these things, right? They've become, it's almost like they play on that. Well, I have changed, Scorpio. I'm spiritually connected to you, Scorpio. I need you, Scorpio. Like they're kind of pegging you for somebody who is stupid, right? Somebody who has not learned lessons, and their obsession is not with you, but their obsession is how you have transformed and changed something so significant that they have tried to deprive you of. The letter C, the letter A, and the letter G, and the letter I could be very, very important. So the 6th of April, the 6th of April could be very important as well. Subcutaneous release. Subcutaneous release. That's a medical term. I don't know what that's about. I have no idea. Suspicion. Scorps, you're protected in whatever this is. This is jealousy. This is hostility. This is them trying to get back into your world. You know, I'm not going to lie. I'm almost sick of even talking about this kind of stuff for you guys. It just continues on and on and on and on. I feel like I'm repeating myself week in and week out. 8 of Cups, though, Scorpio, you're going to have to navigate through this, because at some point, and I've said specifically, rags to riches, right? Your riches don't have to be physical or tangible, right? They can be an abundance of wealth. It can be riches of happiness and joy and fulfillment. Just the way that you live and represent yourself, how unique you are, and how much you can transmute and transverse these situations leaves a lot of people feeling confused. 2 o'clock or the number 200 could also be very important. At 2 p.m. there could be a judgment call that is being made on something, but it's also creating a sense of renewal and also a sense of very cunning truth. Scorpio, you could be mentally navigating certain situations, knowing when it is the right time to make the next move. You're keeping things to yourself. You need to keep things to yourself, because it all has to do with your unique foundations. Spirit saying sobriety for some of you as well. What else for Scorpio this weekend? Like, I feel like you're spending this weekend giving a lot of thought to the next moves that you're going to make. Scorpio, somebody could be lusting after you as well. They started this reading with those 2 9s. Look at this. We're ending it on 2 9s. The 9 of Cups, the 9 of Wands. Your ultimate happiness after this period of time. Scorpio, I feel like in the next 4 weeks, you're going to feel happiness coming in from time to time. You're going to start to feel some differences, but then you're also going to be dealing with this little, I don't want to call it little, like this whole side situation in relation to this. This could be relative of the past, which obviously I think it is, but you're kind of bulldozing over this in a very, Spirit's calling it a very healthy manner. So I like that for you. What is this chaos about, Spirit? Advice on this chaos, not enough. Unconditional love, karmic relationship. Scorpio, I don't know who this person is, or these situations that have followed you around on and off for months, just complete months. You're untangling yourself from this situation in time. Spirit saying this could have been a representation, or this could be a representation of everything you've always known that you needed to do. So this, I feel like this goes back to childhood, Scorpio, really, at the end of the day. As I say that, there's my card of the inner child. Right there, the potential. You always can see her right in her heart center as I pick up that deck. This goes back to the inner child. The inner child workings are leading you to a place of success for yourself, where you're going to be able to honor the work that you've put in. Renewal, it's coming, Scorpio. This brand new, full-faced renewal. Your throat chakra, your heart chakra could be important at this time. Spirit saying for some of you, you also have to be willing to let go. As I say that, there comes the patterns card. You also have to be willing to walk away from an argument, a fight, your allegiance, your alliance to something as well, right? So even even when we deal with difficult things, we tend to lean into them, sometimes more, sometimes less. Sometimes we get pissed off, walk away, come back to it. Your alliance right now needs to be to yourself and not to others. Where are you going? What are you doing? How are you living? Because this is breaking up a cyclical cycle for you as well. Yeah, going to the core of yourself, moving forward in forward motion for yourself. As I say that, the motion card was there and then the core card just fell out. This is about the core of you. Even if you did try to have some kind of connection to somebody where you were asking for help, which I think is absolutely separate of this last situation I spoke of, where you thought there was potential to kind of like stretch the imagination and lean into this, where you maybe aren't quite as fulfilled about it as you would like to be, it has served a very significant purpose for your own personal growth, okay? So let's see. You're separating. Some of you could be clashing heads with somebody in the next 3 weeks that you were once pulled towards, Scorpio. You're going to need your space. You're going to need your personal space preservation. Some of you, heads up, could be getting pregnant. So if you don't want babies, be responsible. Don't know what else to say to you, Scorpio. Be responsible. Work-life balance is going to need to be obtained as well. You're gonna manage it. You're gonna manage it in due time. It may feel like a burden right now to you, but you're gonna be able to alchemize that in clarity. Heat. Your words, Spirit, your words. When they do come out, whatever this is that you're doing, they are going to burn somebody. They are going to sting somebody pretty heavily. But it's past due. Spirits, angels have your back. Fortitude. Do know that when you trigger somebody, they're likely to lash out at you. What does Scorpio do? Full 10 of Wands. Lay their burdens down and let them be theirs. Let them be their own. They're not yours, Magician. I feel like people have called upon you, Scorpio, a lot to fix their problems, right? When they've got the answers. Somebody sees them tied to you to make them look better somehow. I don't know. 10 of Swords. You may have Libra placements. Check out Libra's video if you do. 10 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles. Somebody here in the past, 4 of Cups, tried to hang on to that sense of betrayal. That betrayal is serving you via the Fool to start a new journey and lay down the burdens of the 10 of Wands. Right? Like, it's time to move on from this. You're ready. Just because you're ready doesn't mean somebody else is, but it also doesn't mean you have to engage in it. So, there's that. Scorpio, what a mess I have here on this table. I'm going to leave it there. You are, your words are becoming tower moments. So, be mindful. And if you feel like right now with certain situations you're walking on eggshells, bide your time, because I feel like the reality of something is going to come out, and if there's something that you need to say and haven't said, or feel like you can't, put it to paper. Put it to paper and let it go that way. All right? I'm leaving it there, Scorps. I'm sending you all a ton of love. Happy Valentine's Day to you. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Personal reads are open and available, and that information can be found in the description box below. I will see you all very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.